What's going on, guys? Parker here, and I'm back with another video. And today, I got my top 5 NFL player props for the first NFL Sunday of the new 2024 NFL season. So I'm very excited for this video. I'm very excited for today. So if you're excited for today and excited to see this video and all my content coming out throughout the entire NFL season, then make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment on this video down below, because all of those things really help the channel out a ton and really help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day. So I really would appreciate it. Also, guys, if you haven't checked out already, Sleeper is running a free Kyler Murray square tonight for new users. So you can get access to this free square as well as an 100% match on your first deposit up to $100 when you use code FF23. That's code FF23 on Sleeper. So make sure to sign up for Sleeper today. Make sure to use code FF23. And without further ado, let's get right into today's 5 plays. So first off, I got Joe Burrow over 1.5 passing touchdowns versus the Patriots. Minus 130 on DraftKings. I'm well aware that Burrow might not have T. Higgins or Jamar Chase tomorrow, but I do think one of them is going to play. I really do. He went for 3 touchdowns in his first career matchup versus the Patriots. This Patriots defense is much worse than the one he faced in 2022. Bengals are one of the highest percentage passing attacks in the NFL. They got rid of Joe Mixon this offseason. They're going to throw the ball even more. I'm firmly confident in that. Burrow has shown throughout his career he can play well without Jamar or T. I believe one plays today. Simply think even with questions in Bengals receiving core, minus 130 odds is too good to pass up on. Overall, just like the odds too much. I like this play too much. So Joe Burrow over 1.5 passing touchdowns versus the Patriots, minus 130 on DraftKings is my first play of the day. Next up, I got Kirk Cousins over 21.5 pass completions versus the Steelers, minus 120 on Bet365. So the Steelers are a very stout defense and don't allow many plays behind them, which will lead to many more drop back opportunities. Over in 6 of his 8 starts last season, Falcons will feature much more aggressive passing attack with the addition of Cousins. They're not going to be that run offense that we saw before. They're still going to run the ball, don't get me wrong. However, they're going to throw the ball a lot more. Game is also likely close throughout, which leads to more passing attempts and completions. The thing I love about NFL betting is the game script matters a ton. And I think this game is going to be one of those back and forth close games that there's not a lot of scoring. Probably can't run the ball that well on the Steelers defense. He's going to have to drop back and pass. And Cousins is an efficient passer. He'll be able to get to 22 completions. So Kirk Cousins over 21.5 pass completions versus is my second play of the day. Next up, I got Gus Edwards over 11.5 rush attempts versus the Raiders, plus 108 on Fanduel here. So this is a plus money play. It's Jim Harbaugh. We know his offense, and they will run the ball a ton. This game is likely low scoring and close, leads to more run plays. He's listed as running back 1. We're not asking for a lot with 12 carries. This is just not a high line at all. For a running back 1 in a Jim Harbaugh offense and a game where they likely win, once again with the game script, he likely has a lead in this game or it's close. So it's not like they're going to be down a lot and he's not going to be able to run the ball. There's going to be plenty of opportunities for him to get carries. I think he soars over this line. If there's if you can alternate line this depending on the book, like if you put this at 14.5, 15.5 carries, wouldn't mind that whatsoever for plus money there. Probably could get like plus 300, plus 400. Would really like that. So Gus Edwards over 11.5 rush attempts versus the Raiders, plus 108 on Fanduel is my third play of the day. Next up, I got James Cook over 13.5 rush attempts versus the Cardinals, minus 114 line on Fanduel. So the Bills definitely started to utilize the run game a lot more towards the end of the season. The Cardinals are not a good team. Bills likely lead, which will lead to more carries for Dalvin Cook. Overall, big fan of this matchup. Big fan of Dalvin Cook soaring over this line. The Bills don't have that same receiving core that they had last year. They don't have nearly as much depth in that receiving core, which is going to lead to a heavier run attack. And they really found something on the ground last year. They really did towards the end of the season. They utilized James Cook a lot. I expect that to continue again. I expect him to get a bunch of carries. So James Cook over 13.5 rush attempts versus the Cardinals, minus 114 on Fanduel is my fourth play of the day. Lastly, for my fifth and final play, I got Matthew Stafford over 272.5 pass yards versus the Lions, -110 line on Bet365. So big motivation for Stafford, facing off against his old team that bounced him out of the playoffs last year. He was over this line with 367 yards in the playoff matchup versus the Lions. The Lions allowed the 4th most pass yards in the NFL last season and the 2nd highest yards per attempt. Game is likely fast-paced as well and high-scoring, which will lead to more yards. Overall, I'm a very big fan of this play. I'm a very big fan of Matt Stafford soaring over this line. I think this game is going to be a track meet. I think this game is going to be very high-scoring, and Matt Stafford's going to have to throw the ball a lot if they want to win. So Matthew Stafford, over 272.5 pass yards versus the Lions, -110 on Bet365 is my 5th and final play. So those were my top 5 MLB player props for the day. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video and you do want to see more content from me moving forward, then make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment down this video down below, because all those things really help the channel out a ton and really help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day. So I really would appreciate it. Also, like I said, make sure to check out Sleeper. Get this free Kyler Murray square for new users tonight, as well as there's a free Aaron Rodgers square for tomorrow for Monday Night Football. So make sure to take advantage of both of those free squares. And without further ado, guys, that's really all I got for today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one.